On April 17, a large-scale sandstorm event affected multiple regions across Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, northwest China, as a strong cold air system moved rapidly eastward across the region. The weather system triggered widespread blowing dust, sandstorms, and locally severe sandstorm conditions, causing a sharp decline in visibility, deteriorating air quality, and significant disruption to transportation and daily activities. According to meteorological monitoring and official forecasts, the event developed rapidly in the afternoon, when the leading edge of the cold front entered southern Xinjiang. Strong pressure gradients between the advancing cold air mass and the pre-existing warm, dry surface conditions generated intense surface winds across large desert and semi-desert areas. Under these conditions, loose soil and sand were easily lifted into the atmosphere, forming extensive dust and sand plumes. The Xinjiang Meteorological Bureau issued a yellow sandstorm warning earlier in the day, forecasting widespread blowing dust and sandstorm conditions with visibility in some areas dropping below 1,000 meters. As the system intensified, the warning level was maintained, with local authorities reporting worsening conditions into the evening hours. The Central Meteorological Observatory of China subsequently issued a blue sandstorm alert, stating that strong winds associated with the cold air system would continue to impact southern and eastern Xinjiang. The forecast warned of persistent sandstorm and blowing dust conditions, with some areas potentially experiencing severe sandstorms.
这就是新疆的天，看没看到？啊？
The combination of high winds and suspended particulate matter created hazardous travel and health conditions across affected regions. In several locations, the sandstorm intensified rapidly, producing dramatic and severe environmental impact. In areas such as Xinjiang and surrounding regions, residents reported a rapidly advancing sand wall that reduced visibility to just a few hundred meters within minutes. the sky darkened significantly as dense dust clouds moved across urban and rural areas, forcing outdoor activities to be suspended and prompting temporary traffic restrictions in certain road sections. Transportation networks were affected to varying degrees. Highway authorities implemented speed restrictions in low visibility zones, while some flights experienced delays or schedule adjustments due to reduced visibility and adverse weather conditions. Rail operations remained largely stable but were closely monitored for potential wind and dust impact. From a meteorological perspective, experts attributed the event to a combination of factors. A rapidly advancing cold air mass increased surface wind speeds, while pre-existing dry soil conditions across Xinjiang provided abundant loose sediment for dust entrainment. In addition, the region's natural desert geography amplified the transport of airborne particles, allowing sand and dust to spread over a wide area in a short period of time. Meteorologists noted that sandstorm events of this nature are not uncommon during spring in northwestern China, when frequent cold air incursions coincide with dry surface conditions. However, the rapid development and relatively wide coverage of this particular event highlighted the intensity of atmospheric instability during the period. On April 17, 2026, Haikou City in Hainan Province was affected by a severe convective weather system, bringing strong winds, thunderstorms, and hazardous conditions to the region. According to local meteorological authorities, convective cloud clusters developed rapidly in the afternoon, prompting the Haikou Meteorological Observatory to issue thunderstorm and gale warnings. The alert level was later upgraded to orange, indicating a high risk of damaging winds and intense weather during the evening hours.
係冰堤啊，世界病啊，嗰個仔啊，咩走啊，那部叮叮是部名攞少咯。哎呦，慢得棒，慢得棒，慢得棒哦！哎呦，有冇？哎呦，屌你仔啊！都冇摸到你喎，有冇？佢瓜嘅。
Meteorological data showed that wind gusts in some areas reached levels of 10 to 11 on the Beaufort scale. The event was also accompanied by frequent lightning and, in isolated cases, hail, posing significant risks to urban operations and public safety. The strong winds over coastal waters also disrupted maritime transportation. Authorities announced the temporary suspension of ferry services across the Cheongzhou Strait, with major ports including Xinhai Port, Xiuying Port, and the South Port.
我。
Meanwhile, the Hainan Provincial Meteorological Service issued an orange alert for offshore thunderstorm gales, warning that similar wind intensities and severe weather conditions would persist in surrounding sea areas.
夏天冒烟了，这风你也没赶上过呀？哎呀，我天！啊，这家伙刮的。
快点跑，龙卷风！快点跑！快点跑！龙卷风来了！快点躲起来，躲起来，躲起来！
This convective weather event marked a shift from the previous period of hot and dry conditions in Hainan, bringing much-needed rainfall but also increasing the risk of weather-related disruptions and hazards.